Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Tuesday, April 19th, 2016. Hearthstone's new expansion, Whispers of the Old Gods, will be releasing next week on April 26th. A new RPG called Pyre is coming to us from the makers of Bastion and Transistor, so we know it's going to be great. One of the first computers that I ever owned, the Commodore 64, has a crowdfunding campaign to create a modern-day revival version called the 64. This sounds like a good idea, but it's probably not. Just emulate the games if you want to play them. Star Fox Zero launches later this week and has a new trailer too. Check out the full thing in the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Batman Arkham Anthology for Xbox One and PS4 is rumored to go on sale tomorrow. 2K Games announced today that Mafia 3 will release on October 7th. FIFA 16 is now part of the subscription services EA and Origin Access. Summer Games Done Quick will take place from July 3rd to July 10th. The schedule is also out. Super Mario Sunshine will kick off the charity event, and Super Mario RPG will be the finale. With a bunch of people currently enjoying the release of Dark Souls 3, the original Dark Souls servers have gone offline without any sort of explanation. I'm going to follow that one, and I'll let you know what the status is in a couple of days. Then, finally for teasers, Dead or Alive 5 will have a $93 package that will contain 79 different skins. I have no words, except that no one should buy that. That is disgusting. My favorite game got an update today, and we're going to take a look at it today on News Cartridge. Neo, a name that was super popular in the late 90s because of the movie The Matrix. Well, now Sony has decided to go with the name Neo for the code name for the PS4K, but that's not the only information I have for you today. I've also got hardware specs. The processor will be faster, stepping up from 1.6 GHz to 2.1. The GPU will be faster, 900 MHz as opposed to 800, with more features including improved AMD GCN and 36 compute units rather than just 18. The RAM itself is also going to be faster too, at 218 GB per second over the previous 176 GB per second. When the PSVR releases in October, games will need to have two different modes, the base PS4 mode and a Neo mode to utilize the new hardware. There will not be games that are Neo exclusive. This includes VR titles. All PSVR games will run on a current PS4. The Neo will just run them better. For more on the PS4K codenamed Neo, stay tuned to News Cartridge. Many people will say to go back and play a game that's in development later in its lifespan because it's a completely different game. Most times I don't think that's the case. RuneScape, on the other hand, in my opinion, is a much different game now than when I had played it more than a decade ago. The game engine has changed, going from Java to a completely new framework called Runescape NXT. Because of that, the game is now a standalone download and install, meaning you can no longer play it in a browser. So, no getting around it at work. The draw distance has been quadrupled, new water effects are included, new lighting and shadows are even there, and DirectX 12 support as well. It's been a long time, but I'm considering playing RuneScape again to see all the changes. Let me know if you want to come join me down in the comments section below. I want to cover this next one quickly today, not because that there's not a lot to say, but because I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. The Verge is reporting that Microsoft is currently testing many different Xbox One hardware upgrades, even going so far as to testing new hardware with components you'd see in a PC. I'm starting to think that I was wrong, and Microsoft is really just saying one thing and then doing the exact opposite. Yeah. This is another one that I'm going to be following closely to let you know what the hell Microsoft is doing. I hope it's worth the headache. Finally for today, it's finally here! My favorite game, Kerbal Space Program, has been updated to 1.1 just a few hours ago. The biggest feature of 1.1 is the upgrade to the Unity 5 engine, which has full 64-bit support. No more lag with really high part count chips or during explosions and collisions. The user interface has been redone for two reasons. First, the new game engine meant that everything had to be redone anyway, and second, with the console versions coming soon, the UI was redesigned with the use of a controller in mind. Wheels have been updated with new physics behind them. The tutorials have been updated for new players. Speaking of new players, Chaospedia has been added, which will explain all the different aspects of the game. This could be useful for veteran players as well. Well, now I know what I'm doing for the next few days. If you play Kerbal Space Program, then let me know in the comment section down below and share an amazing story about something that you have done in the game flying rockets. That brings us to tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Weatherlord, Following the Princess Collector's Edition, Pollen, Bolt Riley, A Reggae Adventure, Bloons, TD Battles, Tank Brawl, Overpower, Mega Magic, Wizards of the Neon Age, Masquerade, The Baubles of Doom, 3 Coins at School, March of the Living, Arcade Game Series Dig Dug, Arcade Game Series Galaga, Arcade Game Series Miss Pac-Man, and Arcade Game Series Pac-Man. For PlayStation 4, Arcade Game Series Dig Dug, Arcade Game Series Galaga, Arcade Game Series Miss Pac-Man, and Arcade Game Series Pac-Man. For Xbox One, Arcade Game Series Dig Dug, Arcade Game Series Galaga, Arcade Game Series Miss Pac-Man, Arcade Game Series Pac-Man, Masquerade, The Baubles of Doom, and Battle Ages. For Xbox 360, Masquerade, The Baubles of Doom. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I'll see you tomorrow. And Einstein walks into a bar. He says he'll have 2 beers, one for him and one for his friend Eisenberg. The bartender says, "Is your friend here?" Einstein says, he isn't.